Well guys, I thought you guys might like to see the Camaro build all in one episode. This thing really did turn out nice. She's a runner, folks. She does run nice.
Is it open and see what kind of damage you got underneath here? Start ripping. Good pop. Good. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I think the hood looks pretty nice actually. I think we got lucky on the hood. Oh. First thing, first repair needed vice grips. Alright. To the toolbox. Alright, first thing fixed.
Yeah. See much more until we get all this out, but all this upper stuff looks really good. From what I can see. Hopefully that's just because of the hit, nothing bent.
Yeah, it looks like that that shock's toast, obviously.
Yeah, it looks like it's bent.
Do you think the
forward.
shock on the driver's side is toast too? It kind of sits up kind of weird, or is that normal?
That looks normal.
Nice. That'll save us some money.
Nothing else really looks like it's closer than it should be.
Yeah, when we were getting it inside the shop, it's the wheels actually contacting the inner frame there, so on the firewall there. So we definitely have some damage on that wheel.
It does look like this is actually bent up. So this whole, and it might just be because of how the fender hit and then folds it up.
It's kind of amazing that obviously is the original wheel, that the wheel's in still actually pretty good shape. I don't know how it didn't just totally take out the wheel when it hit. Must have hit.
Right? Yeah, usually the wings.
You break it, you buy it.
Already broke. Guess I bought it.
Yeah. I wonder if they take.
I don't see any of
I wonder if they
this.
take returns. You know, I don't.
Yep, take it back, a little piece of plastic there. You don't want that.
The thing on the key didn't work, but the pop on the door works.
Let's just start there.
Man, we've been doing this video for 5 minutes. I'm hungry already. I don't know. Maybe someday.
You're
if
buying lunch, right?
Buying lunch.
What's the sign here say?
Oh, there was a sign. Free sign in the car.
Marianne Bright.
Marianne Bright. Must have been a Christmas person, huh?
What else kind of goodies we got in here?
Yeah, always getting free stuff out of these cars. You gotta love that. Oh, free used air freshener. Nice.
Superstar.
Let's see. Does it still smell? Smell-o-vision. Can you smell that? Well, it smells a little bit. Add to our pile of old used car mats.
Yeah.
I'd explain how to take the spare tire cover off, but I think you guys can figure that one out at home. It's probably under the tire unless this Camaro, the 2010 Camaro I looked at the other day, it was in the trunk. But maybe this one's someplace else.
I wonder. I don't think it would be over here.
I could be wrong, but
Because I knew you said that one was in there, so I didn't even think about it being somewhere else. In the seat or something.
Well, the 2010 one I was looking at the other day is a V8, so maybe it needed more room in the engine bay.
Huh. Well,
Probably not enough wiring.
No, there's a wire right there.
There's a wire, yeah, so it's got to be in there.
All right, keep digging.
Yeah, exactly. We're a big fan of these electric ratchets. Definitely saves you a lot of time and energy zipping them right off with these things. Alright, getting these clips off. We got all the driver's side wheel well, all the bolts out of there. It's kind of hard to film. So we're almost ready to get her off of here. We got one more 10mm and these clips, and hopefully we'll be able to rip this sucker off. There'll probably be a fog light that might need to be unhooked on the other side unless you already got it. But those are easy to take off once you take the bumper off. Pretty much anything you need to do nowadays with the headlights or anything like that, you got to take this front bumper off.
A lot of cars do an engine swap. The whole front bumper.
Oh, she's free. Look at that. I think with a new harness, if we have to get a whole new harness, it probably will have that fog light. Both side fog lights on it, but we'll see.
I did have the fog.
So, Robert's the certified mechanic of the bunch. I'm just, I'm self-taught by YouTube.
YouTube special. See a little bit more of what we got going on.
Yeah, it looks like... What do we got damaged there? It looks like we got the radiator support is totally trashed. The radiator support, it also has the headlight, where the headlight fits into there. What is that? Is that okay? That fog light on there, is that the
Looks like that'd be...
is that a horn? What is that? Oh, that's probably the back. That's the back side of the headlight. The rest of it's missing. Yeah, that's what that is.
So I believe this is all inside of the headlight, so I think the wiring is good.
Nice. That one, that looks like that pin came out of that. That needs a new plug on that one.
Which one did you see that one?
Right behind there. It looks like it's probably
Oh,
goes.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's half of it's missing.
Yep, that one I don't think we're going to be able to fix.
No. The wiring looks fine if we can find,
Yeah.
or we can buy a chunk of. I'll look at this car that I gotta go look at.
Yeah, and hopefully, guys,
pieces.
what you can do on like a Camaro like this is you can find a lot of stuff that's already been crashed that they're selling parts, and that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully we can get some good deals on parts. We won't have to spend a whole lot of money on this stuff. Looks like we need a new reservoir for the coolant. That thing is totally destroyed. It looks like Darth Vader's helmet after he got that they showed and it's been melted. I don't know if that could be reused or not, but it's just really only like a
You've got
spacer.
a plastic welder, right? We can weld on some new pieces to that. Make it like new.
Should probably get a new one, but it realistically all it does is just sit there and create space for the bumper to attach to. But yeah, the bumper probably won't attach right. Yeah, we'll have to replace it. We'll have to replace it.
Yeah, this piece definitely. I mean, that's easy enough to.
Yeah, that's just a bracket.
That off of there, so.
That's just a.
Probably hard to get to that hole.
Now, obviously, if somebody's selling us the other parts, they might just almost give that to us, so we'll probably get a new one if we.
And we'll see what's available.
We'll see, yeah.
Cost. And we make it right.
Want to make it right. It can't be cheap that we don't make it right. Taking off this, what do you call that, Robert? Crash bar or?
It's what we consider the bumper.
Bumper.
Back, yeah.
Back bumper support.
I mean, really, that's just, the other piece is just a piece of plastic, just, it's not really a bumper, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in my opinion, but it's not.
Bumper cover. And if you're watching the video, I just bought that tool from the Orange Company, let's call it, because like every electric ratchet I've used has been kind of weak. And this particular ratchet said...
This thing is...
It could do 80 foot-pounds.
10 times the tool of that other one.
And it really is powerful, guys. I'm impressed with it. All right.
You know, if the passenger would have just crawled out the driver's side instead of opening up this door to get out after the wreck, probably wouldn't have had any of this damage.
We might have been able to save that fender.
It would have been good.
Yeah.
Bondo and fiberglass. And
or maybe not. Would have kept us from having to paint that door.
Definitely would have kept that part. But that might have saved the car from being total.
You need a weeble wobble?
Just not quite enough room. No, this part's bent over that.
I call the wobble extensions weeble wobbles. I call a lot of stuff by the names they don't deserve. Like there's going to be a lot of thingamajigs. So I forget what things are called. So just yell at me in the comments. We love to just forget what things are called. Let us know if.
Let us know what you call them.
Yeah, let us know what you call them because I'm going to call them by the wrong thing a lot of times. So if you know what it's called, put it in the comments. I'd like to know. We do have another battery. Just got those top bolts out of the fender, got the side bolts out. We couldn't video it, it's too tight. Hey, don't break the fender, that thing's nice. Might you reuse that? Bend it out.
That's what I'm trying to do. How much better it is already?
Oh yeah. Oh, we got a bolt on it. It's that inner fender or something.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Or just cut it off of there with the grinder.
Either way, this whole thing's got a...
Oh, it looks like it unbolts somewhere right there. Just cut it off.
sometimes.
There might be one more bolt in there, huh? So it looks pretty tight.
Somewhere. Maybe right there.
Yes, sir.
That one doesn't even have to come all the way out.
Man, breaking stuff.
So I can do it without scratching anything that doesn't. Lower. Okay, so.
Tough to see that one.
Yeah, I don't see. Unless it comes in.
Unless it's just bent.
Comes in this way.
Unless it's just bent so bad that it's just kind of.
I think it might come in. There's a clip.
Yeah, I think it's I think it might just have to come back and then just push it. Like a dowel pin, maybe? I think it seems a little too free to have another bolt in it.
There's something right here.
Check out that little foam piece, see what's under there. What are you trying to do there, Robert?
Trying to get this little retainer clip out in this push style.
Ah, yeah. Kind of a weird spot for a retaining clip.
Yeah, I think it might just be holding in this. It used to be round. There's the bolt.
Nice.
Now I need a weld.
Well, did the horn survive or is it toast?
I bet it still works.
Probably does.
It's broke,
Yeah.
but I bet it still works.
Yeah, those are cheap. We'll get a new horn.
I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, the spot weld's here.
It's already almost removed. It won't be that hard at all.
Yeah, I
Drill
can
those,
see it looks, it must have been
drill those spot welds out.
right
and
there to weld back in, wherever that got right there.
whatever this part is right here looks a little bit bent to crap as well.
This,
But hopefully we get a. Hopefully that comes with a new radiator support.
I don't know what we're probably almost gonna have to wrecked car that I found. have to go and actually take this off of it. Load it back onto here.
Good. I did see they sell them, so we'll see if. But yeah, it would obviously.
I mean, I guess we could.
Just wondering if the radiator support on the SS on that vehicle is the same as the V6.
I'm sure it is. I bet everything here is.
Let's hope.
But really, radiator support is all this piece here, which we don't.
Yeah,
don't need.
They call it. I can't remember what they call it. It was called like.
I mean, this is more like a fender brace.
Yeah, it was.
Headlight.
It was. Well, the piece that I seen that was for sale was basically just this inner piece, not the top piece, that you could buy. So we'll have to see. It's going to take a while trying to figure out all the parts we need.
Back that is.
Let's show them a little bit of the suspension here that's left. There's not much left. That's not even attached anymore. That's totally gone. It's going to need a whole new knuckle. That knuckle is trashed.
Don't even rotate them.
Hey, the shock's still good. It's still on there.
Yeah, it just don't turn.
I'm sure it's bent to crap too. This sway bar links.
I say pretty much everything.
Everything.
Just replace all.
Yeah,
everything
you wouldn't even want to even attempt it because it's probably bent to crap and you wouldn't even know it until you tried it. So
we'll just replace it all.
Yeah. It looks like I'm surprised that. So the brakes, obviously, the brake caliper and the brake line is still in good shape. Isn't that amazing? I'm amazed at that.
So what we're going for is there's a bit of a crease in the frame right there. Up there. So, looks like that was a crease point. So hopefully it will straighten out. If not, we will be putting a rail in it.
Okay guys, looks like this is going to be it for today's session. We'll get back after it here in a few days. We're thinking that this frame rail just needs to be bent out about 1/2 inch. It definitely has moved a decent amount. That's plan A, is to bend it out. Then we got plan B. We're gonna get another piece of frame rail. That way we can just kind of get an idea. It definitely bent in the structure where it's supposed to bend in a crash, which we were already kind of showing you. So it's kind of neat how these cars are designed to be able to keep everybody safe. So I think we will be able to bend it back, and that way everything will be nice and straight. But we'll catch you on the next day. Thanks again for watching. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, please like and subscribe. That really helps us out. Thank you. Welcome to day 2 of the Camaro build. Or should I say Camaro's build? We're not sure. We're looking at a salvage Camaro today for parts, but this Camaro we're looking at today might just be too good to not build it too. So we might be under a bit of a conundrum to be stuck building 2 Camaros, but you know, the more the merrier, I guess. Just bring on the challenge. Supposedly this Camaro has been recently painted, and the hood flew up on him, broke the windshield. So I'm guessing there's a little damage to the hood and windshield. And he also said that it quit running, and but it still turns over. So hopefully that's nothing too serious. He took it to a mechanic, and they were going to charge him some crazy amount to try to figure out what was wrong. So he just decided to sell it. It does have a salvage title as well. So, you know, we might just have 2 Camaro builds on our hand, and add to the excitement, I guess. Add some more fun to the whole thing. Should be interesting. We're having some fun. We got about hour and 20-minute drive left to see this new Camaro. We're in the back roads of New Mexico, and no traffic really on a Saturday here, and some pretty country. I wanted to show you some of the passes I went over in Colorado. They're pretty nice. Maybe I have some video of that. We'll see if the other camera caught those okay. But where we live, we kind of live in a small area of Colorado, so sometimes we have to drive quite a ways to get stuff, whether it be driving 5 hours to Denver, or driving 6 hours to Albuquerque, or driving 5-6 hours to Salt Lake City. So it makes it kind of interesting. I'm always doing this. I'm always going somewhere, buying something. So thanks for coming along the journey with us. If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. This should be fairly interesting. I'm looking forward to the challenge myself. Not every day that you try to fix up one car and you end up getting two, fixing up two. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's just something simple on the other Camaro, and we'll just fix up two. But I guess if not, then we can just use the parts off that one and fix up the first one. So I guess we'll see. It's gonna be kind of interesting trying to get the Camaro onto the trailer, because the obviously the Camaro is being low profile. Trying to figure out a place that's good to hook it up, to winch it onto the trailer, will be interesting. I'm hoping that I can get to the back of it and figure out a spot to hook to make it easier, because I think the front is too low. I'm going to end up messing something up if I have to hook to a control arm or something. There is no tow hook on the American-made Camaros of this vintage, so that's kind of a bummer. So hopefully we don't mess up anything when we try to get it on the trailer here. I'm really like my tilt trailer, but I'm thinking the angle of the winch with the front of the Camaro is not going to be quite right. It's going to want to break stuff. So yep, hopefully we can get it without too much trouble. I'm not a towing expert by any means, but I've towed it a lot. Well guys, we bought the car. It isn't nearly as nice as they let on Marketplace, but paint job is atrocious. It was repainted, they said, but I'm guessing a third grader must have done it, and it's just, obviously you can see it was a salvage car. It looks like from before, when the rear end on the right side was hit, obviously. And so yeah, the bad news is we ain't gonna rebuild this one. It's just be too expensive to do another paint job. Hood was hit right there in the corner, obviously. I think that hood came up, got unlatched or something. So yeah, the hood got unlatched and must have hit the windshield. The windshield's all cracked. But this fender could possibly be usable. It looks like it has a little bit of maybe filler on it. It might be usable. The door is definitely usable if we decide to use the door. Front clip is usable. Not perfect, but you know, not bad. The engine turns over, it doesn't start. Sound like the fuel pump wasn't coming on, so maybe we could just get lucky and you know, just have a good engine and transmission we could sell. The driver window went down, wouldn't go back up. But yeah, we got it on the trailer, nice and easy. we used our winch, and worked out quite well, especially since this rear bumper is trashed, and it came off. So we just pulled it from this rear back bumper, and it worked out pretty slick. Interior is pretty beat as well. The driver's side doesn't look too bad, it's just really dirty. The passenger side is blown out. The airbag obviously blew it out. Has some condition issues. It might just not be snapped in, maybe. It might clean up. You might be surprised that some of these parts, at least I think we got a really cheap price on it, so we'll definitely be able to make some money on this probably, and get all those free parts that we needed, like the front knuckle for the passenger side. And so it was a really good buy, but not exactly what the person said it was going to be when we bought. But isn't that the case a lot of times? You have to be really careful on marketplace, guys. You never know what you're going to get. There are a lot of people will stretch the truth on you. Of course, there's also a lot of really great people too that sell stuff, but the price couldn't be beat. So in a way, it was a very good deal. Can't really complain about the deal we got. So it's nice having a parts car, and it would be, at least we won't have to worry about building two. That would have been a bit much, but well, we could have done it. But that's about it for now. We're gonna take a little siesta, and then we'll be back on the road. We have a beautiful sunset going on right now, if you can see it and you're not blinded by it. And I know I'm probably going to say this a bunch of times on this video, but we are not professional video people, at least yet. So be advised that we're probably going to make a few mistakes with the camera work and the audio. But thanks for bearing with us, and I'm sure we'll get better if the more we do. So appreciate y'all. Alright guys, I don't know if you noticed the shameless plug for a shirt here, but we have some merch. They're pretty fun. We got a couple different designs. We're not going too crazy. Obviously, you know, if the video goes horribly wrong and nobody watches, at least we have a fun shirt that we made. And we have a couple other designs that haven't came in yet, but we'll show you the designs in the video later, right after probably show you this. But we think they're fun. I hope you think they're fun too. And if you like it, go pick yourself up one. So it looks like it would have been good if we would have actually watched YouTube first instead of making a YouTube video on figuring out how to take these off. Because most of the time, these are loaded struts and you don't have to use a spring tool. But it looks like in this case today, we got to use our spring tool. And we'll take a timeout while we get the spring tool ready to go. Okay, we found out you just take the bolt right out. We should have maybe washed our feet first before we finished.
Steel toe.
Yeah. Well, you didn't tell me.
Okay, that came off a little easier than I thought it was going to. So we forgot that we had like a whole avalanche. We forgot to check for anyways, we got her. No one got hurt, no one got injured. Everybody still has their eyeballs. So that was done on purpose. Yeah. Just to show you what not to do. That was just for video content. We want to just show you some exciting stuff. Well, yeah, we don't want boring videos. No, yeah. That, you got the whole works.
Look at that. I would have probably done that a lot with a lot more pieces than that. That makes it so much easier. You'd
Okay,
only
now,
have a few. Presto.
it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, we see them do that on the videos all the time where they snap their finger and it automatically puts itself together. Huh.
Yeah, I guess we got to tear this one apart.
We don't have a lift on this one.
I'm letting you do this one.
I could. The sad part about this is we have to put it back on the other one somehow.
All right, first used part onto the... Let's go ahead and take that other clamp off that other one. It was in wherever it's at.
Right there.
We will see. And we may not be able to get it off there when we use it, but we will see. There's a special tool that crimps this, which we do not have here. I will bring one to crimp it at a later date.
That one threaded back on there a lot easier than it came off, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. All right.
Nice. We said just have to get the clamp it on there at some point.
Now, guess we can start putting our...
All right, now we can start.
Did you video that where it's broke?
Yep, let me show everybody see right there, the lower ball joint. Totally came out of socket, broke the housing. That knuckle's toast, that's why we got this. So what would you say, Robert, the cost of all that stuff we're replacing right now, if we just had to buy all that stuff?
Used to buy it new, you'd be $1,000 at least.
So yeah, we're saving ourselves $1,000 by buying the parts vehicle. So that's one good option, to buy a parts vehicle if you have a wrecked car. You know, it just can, if you can get the parts vehicle cheap enough, it definitely is worth it. So he might need me to thread that bolt on while he holds it up. I think I could probably handle. Huh? Do you wait? This. You want to use, wait, stop. We need to use the other top thing because that's bent. Alright, we'll go with the other top thing. Is it over here, do you think? On top?
Yeah, it should be right on top.
It. Yep. That other one, this one looks pretty nice and round. That other one looks a little bent. It may be, may not be. I don't know. Yep, it sits on there better for sure. Alright. Always helps to have another set of hands. It's on there. And we just have to tighten her up.
Alright, fits. Now we'll grab the new bolt.
So I'll show you why we're not using the old bolts. So this bolt right here, it's probably hard to see, but it's definitely bent. Check out the reason why we didn't use this. Way bent. That's the, we switched it off the other one. It's hard to say if these control arms are bent or not, but you know, we're not going to try using them. And we decided not to use this shock. It's probably bent as well. It's a little harder to tell too. But went ahead and going to use the rotor off of this one. It seems as if just nicer, looks nicer, smoother. Feed bolt through.
Right here.
All right, just waiting on the bolt guy here.
Actually, hold on. Let's get this stuff in the right position
Right
before we have to
orientation.
tear stuff apart again.
There you go. What about that other control? Oh, the other control arm's good. Okay. Pull it up. Or up, yeah. There we go. It's through. There's the other end of the bolt. So we have pretty good lighting here. Don't have to use the flashlight.
Got our ABS wire there.
And we got our handy bolt put back in the spot so we don't have to go looking for it.
Maybe we should have did that one first.
Never second guess yourself. You did it perfectly. You push it over?
Well, it's just at a little bit of a wrong angle here, so need to.
I'm sure that stuff's bent isn't really hurting you at all.
No, not at all.
One of those you gotta bring up from the bottom. That's looking a little better now. Let's get a little hammerage. Looking better. There we go. Sometimes it's weird on some that you have to go from the bottom, or go in, or just the way everything's orientated. Is that is orientated a word? That's a
Sounds good to me.
All right.
English major can correct us.
So the key on this is you hold it up as high as you can go as you're tightening, and that way you hope that it'll actually tighten without spinning. If you leave it too low and you try to spin it, then it'll definitely spin. So that's the key to it. You gotta hold it up as high, that way it's kind of getting into there as much as possible.
We
got some bent parts, folks. Or we got it with the frame. I think the sway bar link, just leave it unhooked. It's not gonna work.
Well, no, I think we just got it. This is just on the wrong side. We just need to hopefully. Try not to smack here.
Okay, well maybe it will work. User error, folks.
And then once this goes up, it'll go right in. Now, run everything tight. Find some torque specs. Tight.
Alright, yeah, we just gotta get everything tight now. Pretty much got the main stuff put on there. We'll just get all this stuff tightened up and
this. If we can get it in here right to put a little pressure on that.
there's the pressure. That's what. You see how he does it? I would have had to take the wrench to put on top of there, and then use the. But you put the force on there to go up, so that way you don't have to do that.
Might be able to do that with this one. Probably not. Sometimes if you hammer them, but it's not going to work on that.
Yeah, she was spinning. I think this plug we have to replace, and I think we have a good plug on the other Camaro, so that should be. We can splice any new pigtail there. That'd be nice.
And remember on this, it's on reverse. Because you tighten this one up and this one's actually going backwards. So.
I can never remember that, and then I have to remember and then do it 3 times, and then I...
A little bit of useful, useless information, I guess.
That's very useful.
Alright. Now, close this one back.
We're just putting everything together now real fast, and later on we'll go through and get the torque wrench out and make sure we're all torqued up good.
Alright, where's our rotor at?
We don't need a rotor, do we? Why would we need one of those? I mean, we're going to give them a nice Camaro. They don't need to stop, do they?
Yeah. Exactly, they're going to want to just go.
Yeah.
That's the joy part, stopping.
One rotor.
All right, should we put it on backwards to give it that extra?
It looks nicer that way. Extra
stick
pizzazz, yeah.
Make sure we got the hole lined up.
I think I put the bolts over.
Hate that when people grab those and they torque them way down, and then the next time you go to pull them off for the next person, they don't come out.
Half the time you do those, it seems like they're almost stripped, or you're just hoping that they aren't stripped, and then you gotta drill them out. No fun.
Pull them out, and just...
And then the other half the time they've been removed and never put back in.
And honestly, I don't, in my opinion, I don't matters a whole lot. So there, I put them back. Just because it's the right thing to do. And this, make sure we're not all twisted up. We don't want it.
So one thing too on this video at home, if you guys are watching this, if you like and subscribe, would really help us out. I mean, we need to buy a new, a new swivel chair. This thing is so squeaky, we can't even afford a new swivel chair. This thing is just squeaky as heck. I'm just joking. We're just having fun. Having fun with you guys.
You didn't collapse this.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do your magic trick.
See all that extra work you made me do?
I know. I had to use his human vice grips. So do you like putting Loctite on the back of your bolts, the caliper bolts? I mean, some people say you should always do that. Some people say I never do that. What's your opinion?
Honestly, I don't usually. I make sure they're tight and.
So in these kind of circumstances, use your owner's manual. See what see what the shop manual says, and do exactly what that says. We don't want you to do anything unsafe. So there's all sorts of different opinions on that. Who knows which one is the right one? So ask your mechanic at home. Ask your dealer. Use Loctite or no Loctite.
Most mechanics will say they hate Loctite, but it is for
Put
safety.
it in the comments below. You think Loctite in everything? Or Loctite on those bolts or certain bolts? Let us know. We want to know. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Maybe we need to learn something new.
Maybe they're going to say green Loctite on everything.
We had some yellow Loctite earlier on one of the bolts. I don't even know what kind of Loctite that is.
All right. Well, this thing ought to drive down the road straight.
All right, we got all the bolts tightened. We just got to put a wheel on there and see how she drives. We haven't drove this thing yet. I drove it in here. That was about it. All right. Well, we'll put this wheel on and maybe we'll just take it on a quick little joyride. See what happens. What's the worst that could happen?
The wheel falls off.
Yeah, the wheel falls off.
Or the brake caliper, since
I was
the
a
guy
little
didn't torque it down.
I'll be honest, I was a little surprised that it went on as easily as it did. I thought being as bent as the frame is that we would, I know that's good English. What I just said is really good English there. So I'll learn how to speak English someday.
That's in the next video.
Yeah, that's in the next video. We don't have to do that just yet.
That's after we learn how to put a wheel on.
Yeah, we got probably, what would you think, put a 100 foot-pound torque stick on that, and
Those would be 100.
get off the squeaky chair. That way you guys.
6 on this side and 4 on that one.
Isn't that that's an 8-lug wheel, right? This is a diesel, right?
Yeah,
Diesel
yeah.
Camaro.
Right. Well, there's that one really cool YouTuber that put the diesel in that Mustang.
Yeah.
We could,
Yeah.
we could do that.
That. We might have to make a few better videos first, so we can afford to hire the guy that has all the know-how to do that.
Guy, they're pretty smart.
There's 100. So just if you're sitting at home and you wonder what this is a torque stick. So it comes as a kit, and then using your impact gun, it gets you to the approximate 100 foot-pounds. So I believe
spring on the inside of this.
Yep, it works really nice. You never want to trust that though. You always want to go back with your actual lug nut torque wrench and check them afterwards. Safety last, guys. I mean first.
What did I do?
We appear to have the wrong socket on the torque stick.
That's 24. Where's the 22? Guess we wasn't using that for this, was we?
Nope. That's probably back where we left it. Look at that mess. Are you one of those people who have super clean shops and this is driving you crazy right now? I wish I was one of those people. Maybe someday. Maybe you guys will teach me.
Maybe your sockets just ain't wore out quite enough. And I always go pretty much tight and then...
Yeah, I like that. That's what I do it.
But it's nice. It's all day long, and it won't get any tighter.
Okay, guys. We got her taped off. Just very, like I said, gonna be temporary repair. This is not a perfectionist job at all. This is get your car back up on the road, make it look a little bit nicer until you can get the funds or get time to do it. I got this red putty. I was kind of, my Bondo's pretty much dried up. I've had this red putty. It doesn't sand well at all. So I'm going to use this red putty and just going to make sure I'm getting it as smooth as possible. One thing you want to do too is once you get to where you like it, and before it dries, like probably when it's just starting to tack up and dry, you want to pull the tape off and then re-tape after it's all the way dry. One problem you could have if you didn't pull the tape up is you could possibly risk just pulling it all back off of there, because we just did this temporary repair. So if you let it dry, it's not always the best plan. You know, a lot of times you could end up having to redo the job all over again. So when it's just starting to tack up, we'll pull the tape. Then after that, we'll try to, anyways, let it dry. Then once it's dry, then we'll re-tape just a little bit around where we were, because anyways, it'll look weird if you taped right to that spot. So we'll just be a little bit off of there just to help it blend a little bit. And, you know, it's going to be, you're going to see it from a mile away. It's not like, it's like no miracles, folks, but it'll be better than what it was, I guarantee you that. Also, if you get any on the paint, it's really not a big deal at this point. Just wipe it off real fast. Once it dries, it might be a bit of a big deal. But, yep, we should just have to wait for it to dry now. Okay, guys, we cleaned it up a little bit. We just made sure we got those edges cleaned up and, you know, sanded it a little bit. Again, just quick fix here. It's definitely going to need to be, because the dent's still there, so you're still going to be able to see the dent. But at least we'll be able to protect the paint, make it look a little bit nicer until we can get around to fixing it correctly. And also, we just maxed off the area a little bit, just because obviously you don't want to overspray your car. And we'll get to it. And the nice thing about video is if this is horrible, then I can just delete this and you'll never know I did this. No, I'm just joking, guys. But hopefully this comes out okay. And we'll show you this in a second. Definitely gonna take 2 coats here. So I just want to start with kind of a light one. Let it sit for a minute, then we can go for another one. You can see all those ridges that will stand out after the paint. There's nothing we can do about that unless we really maybe put another couple coats of the putty in there. I mean, maybe if we had used Bondo and we had got it a little thicker. But like I was saying, we're just trying to do a quickie. Quick fix. Quick not fix, I should say. Okay, that's about all I want to do for now. I'm gonna wait, just a few minutes, and then I will put one last coat on it. All right, we're gonna put a quick last coat on, and then we're gonna take all the tape off. It's good to take it off when it's wet. That way it doesn't stick to the paper and then peel off. Also, we do have an ace in the hole. We have the touch-up paint from the bumper we got. The supplier was nice enough to give us some money back off that bumper since it was scratched up. And also gave us touch-up paint. So if this looks too horrible, we can just use that touch-up paint and make it maybe look a little better. It's still not going to be perfect, but all right, let's finish this up. Okay, I don't want to put too much on there, just in case. All right, we'll peel this tape off and see how we did. Okay, guys, what do you think? I mean, not bad for just a few minutes. It obviously looks different. It's a different paint. It's paint in a can, metallic paint in a can. So I can see you have a little bit of a shadow there. But yeah, I mean, really, for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and a $5 spray can, we made it look pretty darn good, and people from far away aren't even going to notice it. So, you know, obviously we could probably do some touch-up on this couple bottom spots here. And like I said, we do have the touch-up paint now to do that, which would be better to use that actual touch-up paint. But yeah, look, from far away, from about here, you can barely even notice it now. You see the dent, but yeah, I mean, that came out pretty nice for a quick little fix. Sure does, you know, beat spending $1,000 and you just want to have a driver that just looks halfway decent. You know, obviously we can get it fixed properly later on if we want to, but yeah, nice little quick fix. Hopefully this helps you guys out. All right, we're gonna have to drill out these spot welds, and we'll let Robert take over from here.
Get this as centered as possible here.
Okay, it looks like he's about got it. We probably don't need to show you us drilling out like 42 spot welds. But let's show you, let me have Robert show you what we're going to do here with all this. If you wouldn't mind, Robert, show them what we're taking off and putting on real quick.
All right, so what we're going to do is take this piece here off. It's all the way over to here, comes up here. As you can see, it's pretty mangled.
Oh, that can be bent back together. That's
yeah, a little bit of a hammer and
yeah.
twist it around, and we got to be good.
So it looks like we might have to reuse that bottom piece because we'll have to bend that one, but
that just
shouldn't be too big a deal, especially once we get the spot welds off, huh?
Yeah, it shouldn't be bad at all. Get this piece out of the way. That one ought to bend pretty easy.
All right, let's go show you. This is our other piece. So you can't really see much from here, but the other side, we'll get this piece off there. It's in pretty nice shape, and take the spot welds. They have to drill out the ones underneath there, and then the other ones are on the front side. But yeah, we'll get this drilled out, and we'll show you the last step when we're removing it. Okay, we're lining up this piece. We're figuring out how to get it in. We're going to maybe put a couple rivets in to start and then see how that goes. Either keep riveting or then weld it after that. Then got a really poor paint job done on this. In fact, it wasn't even painted before, but we didn't want it to be red. So we got her painted. And of course, remember when I was telling you have to sand or stuff doesn't work? Well, I didn't sand this very good, so stuff did not want to go on very good. It left me a lot of red splotches and stuff because I just did a quickie sand job. So learn from me, folks. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you sand, and then it'll stick. You don't sand, won't stick. We've gotten a little ways on this front headlight support. Most of the support that's around the radiator, it's all one piece, but most of the support that's around the radiator is in good shape. So we had Robert, he took it off, and he is basically aligned us pretty good at the moment. We just have a couple temporary little bolts in there right now, and just to hold it in place. We did a quick fitment. I think it's going to fit pretty well. The nice thing is it's fairly bendable, so if we have to bend it just a teeny bit, we should be fine either way. But pretty happy with the progress. What I'm going to do now is I need to rivet in a few of these rivets to get it to stay in place. And once I do that, then I will take back this headlight back off and then finish up all the rivets, because there's still a bunch more rivets under the headlight that need to go in there. So one thing is the headlight, if you notice, this is oversprayed, so we're going to have to try to clean this off. This was off the other Camaro, the crashed, the parts car. So these are supposed to have the LED style headlight, and we bought an aftermarket one, and let me show you what happened. So the aftermarket one that we got off of eBay came in, and unfortunately this little connector right here is supposed to be attached to this board here. So just like kind of, well, flat. But anyways, it's supposed to be right there where my finger is. And unfortunately, it's not going to work without that. So we're going to have to send this back. But in the meantime, I mean, I guess we could just go with the old halogens. LED ones are nicer. But and we'll put those other headlight style on later, but to try to get this build done. And for now, we need it for mock-up. We'll just use this headlight. But now we just have to get after it. Just start drilling a few of these holes out. Unfortunately, these are going to look like Swiss cheese. You can see like from the part we took off the red Camaro and the part that we took off of, well, and then fitting it onto this car, the spot welds are in slightly different spots. So, and you know, you just have to deal with it and just drill some more holes. So it's gonna look like Swiss cheese, which isn't, you know, ideal, but it's not, you know, it'll work out just fine. All right, let's get after it. Okay, check and see how these rivets work. I had to do this one from behind because I couldn't get the gun in there good, but she's in there. It's nice and strong. A little bit of touch-up paint, you know, because we don't want it rusting, you know, the spots that were drilled. So we'll just hit it with a little bit of paint and see the other side of the rivet. Painted up, got it riveted in. It wasn't even painted to start with, but I like protecting my work. Okay, got the paint on the top rivets. It's nice and sturdy now. Yeah, it's not perfect, guys, but you know, nice and sturdy. It'll work. All right, I'm gonna test, see if we can clean this headlight off. There's no sense in trying to put this headlight out until we get the overspray off. Okay guys, we got our headlight polished up. What we did is, the one thing, I'm not a headlight restoration expert by any means. You'll see a lot of videos on that on YouTube, and I seen one of them that said start with 600 grit and do this and that, and you know, that might be good for some situations, but I would tell you just use the lightest grit you can possibly use to get it off of there, because what happens is the heavier grit you use, the more scratches you put in, and then the longer you have to sand it and everything to get it smooth, and then you have to buff it out like crazy, and it just, in my experience, you just use the lightest grit possible. It does make it a little bit tougher to sand, but you want to avoid those sand scratches. And I used a compound to buff it out with a buffer, and I can show you what that is. You'll notice this right here. So I was looking at that, and I could have got that off of there, but I notice it's not even going to show. It would have took a lot more sanding to get that off because it's right on the edge, and I would have maybe scratching it. So you won't even see it. The bumper cover is in the way of that, but I think it came out pretty nice. I'm going to put some ceramic sealant on it so that hopefully it you know, lasts and, you know, stays nice for quite some time. Okay, this is what I used. I used 1500 grit. And it worked pretty nice. Definitely use as little grit as you can. Obviously, you know, if you have a really bad headlight, you might have to use some of this Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. And we're going to top it off with some ceramic detailer. And I'm sure there's a million different ways to do this, and better ways, not so good ways, whatever. But this is the way we're doing it today, and it seemed to work okay. So just a quick little tip for you guys. Fender on before the headlight, because there's a little piece of the headlight that goes into the fender. I believe it's maybe this one. Actually, it might be right there. The little thing goes into there. So we're going to try to get this lined up. We have a little gap here we're trying to close up. And but I think when we put the bolt that goes inside here, I think that'll take care of that problem. joining us today. We got the last day. We're gonna go over a pretty crazy, sketchy paths and see a beautiful town in the mountains called Uray. And we're just gonna let you guys look at some beautiful scenery for a bit here. Thanks for joining us. If you've liked the video so far, please like and subscribe. That would really help us out. And hope you're enjoying the adventure.
War on my mind, scars on my skin. Thought I was finished and you stepped in. Oh yeah. Boots in the dust, heart full of fear. Bullets and smoke, but I felt you near. Hands in the dirt, face on the ground, praying nice and loud. Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. I'm standing free. Not in the foxhole, counting my sins. Heard your soft whisper over the wind. Walked through the fire, came through the flood. Found out your mercy was stronger than blood. Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Every breath I take, I'm standing free. I was a soldier, broken and tired. Now I'm a soldier, heart on fire. I was a prisoner, locked in my head. Now I'm awake where I once was dead. Hey! Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom, oh yeah, freedom. Thank you, Lord, for freedom. I'm standing free.
Well, just directly ahead of us, we have a Ridgeway Dam, just before the city of Ridgeway. In the background, you can kind of see it right now, but you'll see it a little bit better here in a few seconds. We have Mount Sneffels on your right-hand side. Big old mountain, not even sure how high it is. It's up there. One of the bigger ones for sure in the country. And pretty beautiful country. It's about not even far from our house at all, and we're already in some really beautiful mountains and a lot of razor riding and all sorts of fun stuff. We like to recreate at the reservoir, and Colorado is kind of different than some states. A lot of the bodies of water are reservoirs, and because they're usually high mountain kind of streams, and they wall them off and make a reservoir out of them. So a lot of our lakes, our reservoirs, not natural. They're all usually man-made. Not all of them, but quite a few.
Fix it in a small town. Got a car that my grandma gave me, 69 Volvo. And then one day a rod started knocking. We need to fix it up, and I will never forget. Fix it in a small town. Got a wrench that my granddad gave me and a ride to the baking pole. I took that wrench and we found an engine. We fixed it up, and I will never forget. We fixed it in a small town.
There you see a prettier spot on the mountains, or a prettier shot of the mountains. The Camaro is also running very well. We just found out that the air conditioner is not working. It's a bit warm in the car. I'm guessing it's probably something simple. We'll have to check on that later. And we're enjoying the ride. It sure did. Sure is a fun car to drive. It definitely needs a better sounding muffler though. You can't even hear it. It's way quiet. And it would just be more fun if it had a nicer sound, that's for sure. But other than that, enjoying the car, and everything came out very good. Can't wait for you guys to see it here in a few minutes. There's the reservoir to the right. It's a very small reservoir. There's not very big at all, but big enough to have a few fish in there and to have some fun.
This old truck has a story in every repair. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. This old truck, this old truck. Oh, yeah. Door grown like it knew my name. Seat springs poking through the frame. Old receipts from the county fair. It looks beat, but I really don't care. I love this truck, this old truck. Has a story in every repair. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. I love this truck. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. I love this truck, this old truck.
Well, as you see a beautiful shot of the mountains there, we're coming into a town called Ridgeway, and pretty little town in the mountains, and not a whole lot to do in Ridgeway, but it's a nice little town.
Oh yeah, America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. For every soldier that went to the grave, every blessing I see is the mercy you gave America. Oh yeah, America. Let's hear it for the red, white, and blue. Oh, glory standing high for me and you. We thank you, Lord. I am an American. We are blessed by a nation of people that truly believe in a land that is free. We believe in God's amazing grace. Oh Lord, thank you for this place, America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. For every soldier that went to the grave, America, America. Oh yeah, America. Let's hear it for the red, white, and blue. Oh, glory standing high for me and you. Oh yeah, America. America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. For every soldier that went.
All right, thanks for joining us today. We got it's the last day. We're gonna go over a pretty crazy, sketchy pass, and see a beautiful town in the mountains called Ouray. And we're just gonna let you guys look at some beautiful scenery for a bit here. Thanks for joining us. If you've liked the video so far, please like and subscribe. That would really help us out, and hope you're enjoying the adventure.
on my mind, scars on my skin. Thought I was finished, then you stepped in. Oh yeah. Boots in the dust, heart full of fear, bullets and smoke, but I felt you near. Hands in the dirt, face on the ground, praying nice and loud. Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. I'm standing free. Not in the foxhole, counting my sins. Heard your soft whisper over the wind. Walked through the fire, came through the flood. Found out your mercy was stronger than blood. Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Every breath I take, I'm standing free. I was a soldier, broken and tired. Now I'm a soldier, heart on fire. I was a prisoner, locked in my head. Now I'm awake where I once was dead. Hey! Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. Chains fell off, my past let go. You brought me home. You saved my soul. Freedom! Oh yeah, freedom! Thank you, Lord, for freedom. I'm standing free.
Well, just directly ahead of us, we have a Ridgeway Dam, just before the city of Ridgeway. In the background, you can kind of see it right now, but you'll see it a little bit better here in a few seconds. We have Mount Sneffels on your right-hand side. Big old mountain, not even sure how high it is. It's up there. One of the bigger ones for sure in the country, and pretty beautiful country. It's about not even far from our house at all, and we're already in some really beautiful mountains and a lot of razor riding and all sorts of fun stuff. We like to recreate at the reservoir, and Colorado is kind of different than some states. A lot of the bodies of water are reservoirs, and because they're usually high mountain kind of streams, and they wall them off and make a reservoir out of them. So a lot of our lakes are reservoirs, not natural. They're all usually man-made. Not all of them, but quite a few.
Fix it in a small town. Got a car that my grandma gave me, 69 Volvo. And then one day a rod started knocking. We need to fix it up, and I will never forget. Fix it in a small town. small town.
There you see a prettier spot on the mountains, or a prettier shot of the mountains. The Camaro is also running very well. We just found out that the air conditioner is not working. It's a bit warm in the car. I'm guessing it's probably something simple. We'll have to check on that later. And we're enjoying the ride. It sure did. Sure is a fun car to drive. It definitely needs a better sounding muffler though. You can't even hear it. It's way quiet. And it would just be more fun if it had a nicer sound, that's for sure. But other than that, enjoying the car, and everything came out very good. Can't wait for you guys to see it here in a few minutes. There's the reservoir to the right. It's a very small reservoir. There's not very big at all. But big enough to have a few fish in there and to have some fun.
This old truck has a story in every repair. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. This old truck, this old truck. Oh, yeah. Door grown like it knew my name. Seat springs poking through the frame. Old receipts from the county fair. It looks beat, but I really don't care. Truck, this old truck has a story in every repair. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. I love this truck. Has a story in every repair. Every mile has a story to tell. Yeah, this old truck may be broken, may be rough. I love this truck. This old truck.
Well, as you see a beautiful shot of the mountains there, we're coming into a town called Ridgeway, and pretty little town in the mountains, and not a whole lot to do in Ridgeway, but it's a nice nice little town.
Thank you, Lord. I am an American. We are blessed by a nation of people that truly believe in a land that is free. We believe in God's amazing grace. Oh Lord, thank you for this place, America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, for every soldier that went to the grave. The brave, for every soldier that went to the grave. America, oh yeah, America. Let's hear it for the red, white, and blue. Oh, glory standing high for me and you. Oh yeah, America.
Okay, we are coming into Ouray. It's a mining town, way back. A lot of old school, like shops and antiques and those kind of neat little mom and pop shops, and fun little restaurants. Nice little eatery where you can eat on the roof. Just a fun place. The hot springs is really nice. It's just a nice little place to go. You can see when we're driving into this town, it's crazy. It's like the Switzerland of America, they call it. And it's just a really neat little town in the mountains. And we enjoy coming up here, and there's a little treat shop we like and get some different things, and we can also, you know, go to the hot springs and spend some time and just enjoy what we have so close. There's a lot of in the summer months, there's a lot of traffic in here. A lot of people from all over the place spending their vacations. A lot of people like to go over these crazy mountain passes on their Jeeps. And it's just a kind of a fun place to go visit. I don't know what you'd have to do for, you know, 2 weeks or so, but you know, for a few days it's a ton of fun. And unless you're really big into ATV riding, because there's a lot of that over here, and plenty of places that rent them too. So fun. It's a fun place to visit. It's a little foreboding though when you get into this town, because these mountains are right on top of you. You're right in this little canyon here, and just these sheer mountains just straight up and down. Pretty neat, really. I just kind of imagine when I see places like this, I just imagine the history. You know, some guy came here with a pick and a shovel, and he's finding gold, and all of a sudden, or silver, whatever they found, and then all of a sudden it starts a rush, and then they you know, build a little town like this in the middle of nowhere. And probably not the best conditions, I would imagine. There's also there's a tour group up here that takes people on tours. Very nice guy. And just kind of we know a lot of people that work or live here because our next door neighbor actually has a shop up here, just because it's a small area, and we enjoy it. And a lot of these little shops along Main Street and these old kind of storefronts. It's almost like you're back in the early days. And then just right, there's also a famous courthouse over here that was in a John Wayne movie, and they haven't restored it. I believe it's still like it was in the old John Wayne movie. You'd have to look it up. I can't remember what it's called, but that's what they tell me anyways. And just right outside of town here, we're gonna start going up a big grade, real curvy grade, until we get to start on the Red Mountain Pass. And this pass is something else. It's not big enough. The road's not wide enough to have a guardrail, so it's pretty crazy.
Driving in the Rockies in this beautiful Chevrolet, coffee in the cup holder, sun just starting to break. RPMs are revving, going up the mountain grade. Hands on the wheel, heart about to fade. But this Chevy keeps on climbing, engine singing out my name. Breathing thin air, windows shaking, I ain't turning back today. Driving in the Rockies in this beautiful Chevrolet.
Alright, we have a tunnel coming up. It's pretty fun. Definitely, they call this the $1 Million Highway because that's what it cost way back when, and you can look at the totals, but there was quite a few people that, you know, lost their lives doing it too. It was no joke, you know, back, think about that, you know, however many years ago it was, 80 years ago, who knows, that's just a ballpark. And what they had to do to make a road like this through the mountains, this crazy tunnel that they had to chip away by hand and dynamite probably. And it's neat to think about. Mules, have mules pack stuff out.
Old Glory, standing high, we pledge allegiance every day to the flag of the good old USA. From the small towns to the big cities, over the hills and amazing mountains, from the mighty Mississippi. Old Glory, standing high, spreading peace for you and I. The red, white, and blue, a flag made for me and you. Right hand on your heart, singing loud for all to hear. The anthem we hold dear. Oh, glory. Oh, yeah, oh, glory.
Okay, now we're going up these hairpin turns. Pretty crazy. You know, it's at first this really made me anxious driving over this, and then after a while you get used to it and you start to kind of enjoy it because how beautiful it is. If you can get by the sheer craziness of it and how curvy it is and the sheer drop-offs, there is a lot of pretty scenery. Okay, this is about as far as we're gonna go today. It's a little area here where it's kind of fun to look at the fall colors. There's a lot of aspen trees. You can kind of see them. They're all browned out, and it is a neat place to come in the fall. I really enjoy it. If you look, I'll kind of show you off over here to the right. Show you all those aspen trees. Those turn a nice yellow and red in the fall, and it's a nice little valley here. Also some mines over here as well, and just a beautiful area. Hope you guys can get out and enjoy it someday. Well, and maybe in a future video we'll go even farther and show you a little town called Silverton, Colorado. It's kind of a neat little town in the mountains in between two crazy passes. Another pass ahead of this Red Mountain Pass, I believe it's called Molass Pass. I really don't know how to say that. I could be totally butchering that name.
Old Glory, standing high, we pledge allegiance every day to the flag of the good old USA. From the small towns to the big cities, over the hills and amazing mountains, from the mighty Mississippi. Oh, glory, standing high, spreading peace for you and I. The red, white, and blue, a flag made for me and you. Right hand on your heart, singing loud for all to hear. The anthem we hold dear. Oh, glory. Oh, yeah, oh, glory. Oh, glory, standing high, spreading peace for you and I. The red, white, and blue, a flag made for me and you. Right hand on the heart, singing loud for all to hear. The anthem we hold dear. Oh, glory.
I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's quite a few little rocks in the road. This time of year you have the snow and the ice, and then it gets warm, and as it gets warm, a lot of times it likes to shed rocks. Of course, obviously it could do that just any time it wants in the summer too, but it just seems like in the winter it makes it a little bit worse, the freezing and thaw. We really haven't had much of a winter this year. It's we've had a little bit of snow at times, but it's been warmer than usual. It looks like the East Coast has been getting all of our cold weather. Of course, one nice thing about living in Colorado is it could be the middle of winter, and if it's sunny out, you can still be outside in a t-shirt. Even if it is 35, 40 degrees, it's still warm with that sun. If you're ever going to be traveling this way, you want to check the pass cameras. Usually you can find them. Find your pass that you're going to be going over on your trip and look up like a web camera for that pass. And then a lot of times, oh, look on the right, we have an old mining piece of equipment of some type. Looks like maybe an old run where they had water going down. But yeah, use your find your pass, Google the for the webcam, and a lot of times you can look it up and just look at the camera. Oh, there's a rock in the road, and just make sure that where you're going to be going is going to be clear, because you don't want to be driving over this when it's icy. There's nowhere to slip. You just slip off the road.
Gravel in the gutters, headlights in the grass, tow truck humming, dragging in another smash.
Okay, let me show you some little signs. You can pause it and read it if you like. And a nice little overlook. We have some nice little waterfall. This time of year it's pretty small. In the runoff season, it gets quite a bit, obviously moving quite a bit faster. There's a lot more water coming through there. Pretty little waterfall. Oh, look at there too. It's going right into the snow, into the ice. That is neat. You can barely see it coming out over there. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Also wanted to show you I was a bit off on the date. Auto Mirrors built this road 1881. So that's pretty neat.
All the late night phone calls, I'm alright, but she ain't. We've heard every story from the scrape to the close complaint. We can fix the way you're feeling, but we're rolling off this wreck. You'll drive away at sunrise like you never once looked back. We're the crash repair dummies, busted frames and twisted dreams, hanging straight and bend back bumpers, make it shine like gasoline. If you break it on the blacktop, bring your bruised up four-wheel scars. We'll hammer out your heartbreak with fixing, repairing crash cars.
Welcome to the reveal. thank you for watching our channel, and we're done. It's been a fun journey with you, and I hope you like the car. We're overlooking the town of Ouray, and what a beautiful little city we just showed you. And here's the car. Okay, this was obviously the good side before, so let's show you the other side. Alright, you can see the color match actually came out pretty nice. I was complaining about the color, I believe, in one of the videos, and actually in the sun it's not looking too bad. Obviously this is new, this is new. We got a little bit of a bigger gap there, not too bad, couldn't get it out. A little bit of a gap there, not too bad. The gaps here are looking pretty good, a little wide maybe. So this door still needs painted. This is our temporary fix. I might use the touch-up paint to look a little bit closer, but it's good for now. Still need to touch up. We painted the wheels. They came out pretty darn nice. Don't look too close. We did them in the garage real quick, so they may not be perfect, and they're a little dirty. But yeah, it came out really nice. We're really happy with it, and hope you guys enjoyed the Camaro series here. We're gonna have one bonus video coming up where we take the engine out of the other Camaro, the parts Camaro. Yeah, the folded up bumper, as we talked about in the other video, you can see right here there's kind of a bad spot. I mean, it came out okay. Would I want to do it again? Probably not. Probably would go with a non-folded one and just pay the extra money, but heck, can't complain. We still got to get Camaro badging to put on there, but pretty nice little car. I like these stripes. Make the car look a lot nicer. And yep, it's not gonna be perfect, but you know, we were looking for pretty good. I think we got pretty good, so we're happy with it. And his headlights really cleaned up nice. They had a lot of paint overspray on them. Showed you that in the video. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and as usual, if you liked what you see, please like and subscribe. Also, we have some merch opportunities if you'd like, and as a shirt I was wearing in the camera, and there's a link in the description if you'd like to see it. Also, the music is available as well. Thanks for everything, guys. We appreciate it.
Fix it in a small town. Got a car that my grandma gave me, 69 Volvo. And then one day a rod started knocking. We need to fix it up, and I will never forget. Fix it in a small